Hi, second graders. The last 2 weeks you've been looking at properties of matter and different ways you can change those properties of matter. And this week we're going to be looking at how we take different materials and put them together to create new things. And I want you to be paying attention to the properties of the materials and how those play a part in putting them together to make new objects. So if we take a look at my chair, for example, my chair is an object and it is made out of two different materials. We've got a metal frame and we've got cushions. So if we look at the metal frame, the properties of the metal, it's hard, it's solid, it's strong. And then the properties of the cushions, they're soft, they're flexible. And so together these two materials make a chair. So would we want a chair made out of just metal? Probably not. It would be hard and uncomfortable. Do we want a chair made just out of cushions? Probably not, because then it wouldn't be strong enough. It wouldn't be sturdy. So the properties of each material play a very important role in the function of the chair. So let's go see if we can take a look at some other items around the house. All right, boys and girls, let's take a look at a car. A car is made out of several different materials, and they all serve a very important purpose based on their properties. So we have the body of the car, which I believe is either metal or like a fiberglass. And so it's really strong and sturdy, but I think it's also fairly lightweight, which helps a car move easier. And then we have our windows. Could we have windows made out of the fiberglass? No, because we need them to be clear so we can see through them. So the windows being made out of glass is important so that they allow sunlight to come in and everyone can see out around the car. So the glass is another material that's important. And then we have our rubber tires. Could we have tires made out of the same material as the body of the car or made out of glass? No, the tires have to be very strong, but also have to be somewhat flexible as it's rolling over bumps and rocks and cracks in the ground. So rubber is a great material for that. So cars are made out of different materials, and each material, based on its property, has a very important role in the function of the car. Okay, and then just looking at the house. Our house is made out of several different materials, and there are probably materials on the inside of the house, the frame, that we can't see. But just looking at what we can see, I have brick. Okay, so the brick is really strong. It's a really good foundation base for a house. I've got siding, so it's wood, which may be a little bit cheaper than the brick. So sometimes the material that are used for buildings or structures or objects may be picked on their properties and their price. We've got windows made out of glass. It's very important to have windows in your house so that sunlight can come in, and those need to be clear, but they also need to be strong and sturdy. So we have glass windows. We have a wooden door. We couldn't have a door made out of bricks. That would be too heavy. So you need to find something that's equally strong but maybe lighter weight, so wood. We have got metal handles, and so houses are made out of several different materials, and the materials are chosen based on... Okay, boys and girls, so those were just a few examples around the house that I found of objects made of different materials. So you're going to read and look at some different structures and read about the materials that they're made out of, and I want you to think about the properties of those materials, and just pay attention to that every part of an object, every material is picked for a purpose. It was picked for a reason, and usually it has something to do with the property. So have fun and enjoy this week's lessons.